Welcome to my channel Lenovid. In this video, we will going to discuss about the functions of the pancreas. The pancreas, as we all know, is a retroperitoneal organ and it is situated posterior to the stomach, inferior to the duodenum at the level of the second and third part of the duodenum. So we will not going to discuss the gross anatomy of the pancreas. In this video, we will only going to discuss about the physiological role of pancreas in producing hormones and enzymatic secretions in our body that are important for the enzymatic actions on the amino acids, carbohydrate and the fat, and also the secretion of pancreas, that mechanism behind the secretion that we have discussed in a separate video. So go and watch that video for the description of the pancreatic secretion through our diagram. In this video, we will only going to discuss about the important functions in a note. So I have prepared notes for you guys to better explain, starting from the pancreatic functions and the role of pancreas in our body. So the pancreas having the two portions, the exocrine portion of pancreas and the endocrine portion of pancreas. Functionally, the exocrine portion of pancreas is going to consist of the secretory acini, and these acini are covered with the capsule that are the septa that divide the acini into the lobes and the lobules, and the acini secrete the pancreatic digestive enzymes that are important for the digestion of food. So the pancreatic acini are like this, and these acini are larger in number and they continue to form a acinus-like structure, and there will be a secretion of the pancreatic secretion, that is the enzymatic secretion, through the ducts into the lumen of the acini, and this is important for the digestion of the food. The another portion of the pancreas, that is the endocrine pancreas, is going to constitute the islets of the Langerhans. These islets of the Langerhans cells are the series of increases the secretes and they secrete the endocrine hormones. There are large number of endocrine pancreatic cells that are present in the islets of Langerhans, and they are responsible for the secretion of some of the important endocrine hormones. Now here you can see I have written some of the important hormones with their functions that are important for the physiology of the pancreas. So the four cells that we can find in the histological structure of pancreas, including the alpha cells about 25% that secrete the glucagon, the beta cell about 60%, and the more amount of the beta cell are present in the slits of Langerhans secrete the insulin, that is a very important hormone. The delta cells that are about 10% secrete the somatostatin, while the PP cells are present 5%, they secrete the pancreatic polypeptide. The function of glucagon, that is the hyperglycemic hormone, is going to increase the glucose concentration of the blood. The insulin secretion will going to decrease, that is called as the hypoglycemic hormone. The somatostatin is a growth hormone inhibiting hormone. It will causing the inhibition of the growth hormone secretion. The pancreatic polypeptide having some other functions that are also important in our body. This was the general function and explanation about these hormone secretions, because we are going to overview about the physiological functions. Now we are going to discuss about the secretory function of pancreas. What is the enzymatic secretion through the pancreas, because these are the endocrine secretion that are important for the maintenance of the blood glucose and the growth hormone. But here we are going to discuss the secretory product that is released from the pancreas and important for the digestion. So now the secretory functions include the exocrine secretion that include the three enzymes, that is the trypsin, the chymotrypsin and the carboxypeptidase. Also, the secretion of pancreatic enzyme also release the pancreatic amylase for the digestion of the amylase that is present in the carbohydrate and for the digestion of the amino acid. The chymotrypsin and the trypsin are for the digestion of the amino acid present in the proteins, while that of the carboxypeptidase is a separate enzyme for reducing the peptidases, and the pancreatic amylase will going to secrete for the amylase production, breakdown. The regulation of these secretions are by acetylcholine, that is a neurotransmitter released from the adrenal medulla, the cholecystokinin and the secretin. These two hormones are secreted from the duodenum, and they will going to regulate the pancreatic secretion. How it happens, we will going to see it by a diagram. Now here you can see in this diagram it is shown the mechanism of the pancreatic secretion and how the secretin, cholecystokinin and the acetylcholine secretion will going to enhance or regulate the secretion of pancreas. So here in this step 1, here you can see the acid from the stomach, that is the secretion of HCl of the stomach, will going to give stimulus to the walls of duodenum to secrete the secretin and the cholecystokinin. These two enzymes, mostly the secretin, is secreted from the walls of duodenum. The fats and the amino acid will going to cause the release of the cholecystokinin. So in this way, we will going to know about that the duodenal wall will going to secrete the secretin, while that of the cholecystokinin is secreted from the amino acids and fat that are present in the duodenum. Now what happens when these enzymes will also going to stimulate the pancreas to release the secretions, that is the trypsin, chymotrypsin and pancreatic amylase. The other stimulus is from the vagal nerve. Here you can see the vagal stimulus release the enzymes of the acini into the acini. The acini that we have discussed is the release of digestive enzymes. So the vagal, that is the vagus nerve, will going to stimulate the pancreas to secrete the enzymes, that is the digestive enzymes, into the acini. When these enzymes are secreted and the cholecystokinin and the secretin will going to release from the stomach and the duodenum, there will be a mixing of these enzymes and there will be a production of the pancreatic secretion. The pancreatic secretion will going to contain the amino acid, the bicarbonate and the water enzymatic secretions. So here the cholecystokinin and the secretin are moved by the blood vessel, that is the blood stream. They move by blood stream and act on the pancreas. At last what happens, the secretin causes the copious secretion of the pancreatic fluid and the bicarbonate. The secretin is responsible for the secretion of the fluid and increased amount of the bicarbonate into the pancreatic juice, while that of the cholecystokinin is responsible for the secretion of the enzymes present in the pancreatic juice. So the pancreatic juice that we call as the pancreatic secretion containing the fluid, that is the bicarbonate and water, because of the presence of secretin, and the enzymes present because of the secretion of the cholecystokinin. So in this way the secretin will going to control the water secretion and the cholecystokinin going to concentrate the enzymatic secretion of the pancreatic secretion, and the vagal stimulus from the acetylcholine will going to release these enzymes into the bloodstream. So this was about the regulation of the pancreatic juice and the pancreatic secretion. Will you explain well? If you have any query, comment below. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more.